If so, the teenage pregnancies should have stagnated around 25%. Why is it at 7%? This clearly shows that as Western, we contribute significantly in big numbers towards the teenage pregnancies in this country. The Prime Minister will agree with me. When you have cassava in the garden, this cassava must mature properly before you start eating it. This literally means that children have involved themselves in sexual affairs, something meant for elders. After serious work to rest, they have involved themselves in that kind of thing. So if you look at this number alone, the UNFPA data for 2021 indicates that every day in Uganda, there are 1,052 teenage pregnancies occurring in this country. That means every day there are 1,052 girls getting pregnant every day. This may look like an abstract figure. I want us to bring it down and convert this into how many California buses are these. So 1,052 divided by 64. This gives total number of buses carrying our girls to be pregnant at 16. If you calculate this, 16 California buses every day carrying our daughters to become pregnant. 16 buses, full, and with some flawed pieces. This is not good for us. And the data says in every 1 hour, there are 40 girls getting pregnant. 60 minutes, as we talk here, there are some who are already getting pregnant. This is not good for us. The world is calling upon us. The population structure we have in this country may not cause economic growth in this country if we do nothing about it. 75% of our population is comprising of people below the age of 30 years. And we have very few elderly people. The elderly people are taking the burden of the young population. And some of us here who are married here, who are elders here, you are carrying responsibilities that were not meant for you. We are bogged down by this high population, by these high teenage pregnancies. If you look at young people now, the elderly, the people at my age, the rate at which they are growing old, developing gray hair, is faster than before. Why? Because they are stressed. They are stressed. The population structure is not favoring growth. The unfortunate bit is these young children, when they get pregnant, the boys who make them pregnant, they don't take responsibility, they don't accept the responsibilities. They run away. And now what does this culminate into? This culminates into young ladies ending up single mothers and always fetching home babies, one after the other, fetching babies home when the parents are not prepared. This is the scenario in which members we are. The Vision 20 we have now is saying that we should contribute towards improving the lives of our people to cause economic growth. We cannot continue to cause economic growth if our population rate is still high. Our population rate stands at 5.4. This is very high. The growth rate is at 3%. This is very, very high. So young people, we're not blaming you. What that's gonna miss is the parents you are having now. At one moment they were also children. They become parents when they were children. So that vicious cycle continues. Children producing, children taking care of children. And that is why you are not happy. When can this come to an end? It's very, very bad. Very bad. I don't know how many kilos our sex organs weigh. How many kilos? As opposed to your whole body, how many kilos? Why have we allowed ourselves to be controlled by our sex organs? Tiny things. If the answer I talk here, the silent, very innocent in process. Very innocent in start. But as we leave this gate, they will be raising their heads. Can we suppress them? Can we suppress them? Keep quiet. Keep quiet. The environment outside is not good. Keep quiet. So why have we allowed ourselves to be controlled by those organs? Is what gives my understanding. There's one thing which is called deducing. The young girls, I want to say, they have developed mechanisms. They feel that if you want to get money from elderly people working class, the only thing is you have a child with this elder. Then all the money will be going towards you. Not direction. Those are myths and misconceptions. They are not true. Myths and misconceptions. They are not true. Yesterday I was calling upon the elders. Please, do not give babies to our young girls. Do not. Because the situation is not good. I'm happy the cultural leader is here. There's no difference between elders and young people. The gap between the elders and young people is widened. Why? Because the elders are not serving as the role models to young people. They are not. If you are helping a girl, why don't you help this girl out of good faith? If you are giving street, why don't you give the street out of good faith? So it's a big problem in our country. Members are preaching internally are not happy about it. We have tried as local leaders to block some of the avenues where the young girls are getting pregnant, but they are not listening to. The parents are not spending evenings with the children. More so men who are regarded culturally as the head of the families. The question I have for them is, when these girls are getting pregnant, where are they? If at all they are the heads of the families. A man is regarded as the security of the family. The security officer of the family is the man. Now, where is he when these girls are getting pregnant? Where are they? Our cultural leader, our men have preferred to spend most of their time by the roadside, leaving women to struggle with children. Women have so many things to handle. Why are you not keeping yourselves at home to monitor what is taking place? For your information, what is on these ladies belongs to you, the man, the head of the family, the father. It's only that the lady is taking care of it for you. You think I'm lying? If the lady gets pregnant, why are you getting concerned after pregnancy? Why? Take care of your thing. Why are you getting pregnant? Why are you getting annoyed? Why? There's a big problem in our families. I want to see that this is reversed. Let's go back and give support to our young girls. When you talk about cultural leaders, when you talk about parents, they don't know how to give sex education to these young girls. Why? Because the women education, they don't give guidance to these people. They lack the language. This thing called sex, you are supposed to have it as I had it from my doctor. Comfortably. When the doors are all closed, comfortably. And these ones that you research into the roadside, they are done by the roadside, into pregnancy, they are done by the roadsides, under trees. This is what is done as abuse. Abuse. Young girls, young boys, if you are here with me, you are abusing our thing properly. These days, I don't know why. They're looking for problems. Let's give guidance to our young people, our young children. Let's get them out of the problem. Let's give them. For your information, in my family, when my daughters receive love letters from your sons, I am the one replying those love letters. Honestly speaking, I'm the one replying. After supper, after dinner, every evening, we are discussing the boyfriends of these girls. Do you do that in your families? My daughters bring the letters to me, I'm the one replying. Only that I give the letter for the lady to copy in her own handwriting. It's not good to abuse boys. You're stupid, you are ugly, I don't want you. That is bad manners. Don't even abuse them, don't insult them. You thank them for appreciating you, for admiring your beauty. And then put a sense in them. I thank you for appreciating my beauty. I wish all boys could appreciate me like you. I'll be the happiest. Write to them like that. But honestly speaking, if you want my relationship with you to continue, can you give 15 to 20 years to elapse? And then I will begin for you 100%. Right? Very simple letter. Have you rejected the boy here? Have you insulted him? No. Put sense in him. Boys have madness of inquiry. They are all the time inquiring. And if you say yes to them, you are literally saying you are as mad as they are. You have to put facts in them. The boy and the girl relationship, I want to give the definition for you today. Any relationship that exists between a boy and a girl is a relationship that exists between two frustrated, confused young people. Frustrated and confused. You don't know. You get it from me. Please, there's time for everything. I have 10 girls in my family. These are not my biological children. And I have 4 boys in my family. These are not biological children. Why are they there? They are there in my family, brought to me by their parents for protection, for guidance, for inspiration. They are there. I went to Longiri. When I was coming back, I found a young lady, a P7 candidate this year, was testing herself with the father. They started testing for morning. By 3 p.m., this man had not gotten the daughter. And he decided to hire young boys in the village to test this lady and catch her for him. You see these young ladies with the shooting breast, they can run like gazelle. This man could not catch. Even there was a whole police officer hired to test this lady. Reaching 3 p.m., it was too much for the lady. The lady had to look for a rope. By the time I arrived, the lady had climbed on a mango tree, tied the rope on her neck, and hung it on the branch of a tree, then hung it herself. That was when I landed. God brought me. I picked this lady. When it was remaining 3 weeks to period, I looked at the situation, I sat the two down. I looked at the situation, it was threatening environment. What I did was to kindly ask for the lady to be with me. I kept this lady for 3 weeks. The week that PLP was to be done, I have to call the CLO. Could you stand up for the competition? We have to accompany him. We have to accompany this lady to the family and set for her in the family. When we reached there, we realized that this man only had 2 daughters. Managing the 2 defeated him. When I said that I brought your daughter, kindly receive her back, let her do her exams, they started crying. Said, Chairman, we wish our daughter could stay with you. On top of 10 I'm having, they are also pushing. To make it 11. I said, this is good. But this lady is ending her relationship with this family this year. If she does very well, that is the end of her stay with the family. She will go outside. I asked her to do her PhD very, very well. Then after that, I will be her mentor. So just to conclude, the young girls here, the period in which you are is regarded as a period of transition. It's a period when you are between life and death. If you are survived, you are lucky. You will be the luckiest. If you don't survive, you will be the most unfortunate. You will be the most unfortunate. And therefore, please look for mentors. Look for mentors, people who can mentor you, who can guide you, who can support you. Those are the people you should treasure. I know I was called here to come and make a remark. As a leader, I want to say I would like to be the champion in the fight against teenage pregnancies in Western Africa. And I will do that with the help of God. Please, where you find me, you come to me. If there's a boy stressing you, you come to me. Chairman, there's this boy stressing me. If I'm not there, look for an elder who is around you. Share that with the elder. You will not be in prison for that. Members, I say this for God and my mouth.
Thank you so much, Certified Chairperson. I welcome the headway to give us information. May we welcome the group photos?
Thank you very much. So basically, thank you very much, LC5 Chairperson, for your amazing remarks and your commitment towards this important cause. This is something which speaks for all of us, and I'm happy that with your leadership, with your guidance, we shall be able to reach there. Can you please give another hand up for my co-MCs? Big hand up. One of you, when you say please come in front here, you start shaking. Am I right? So please let's clap for them once again. My name is Phil Nixon Antache. I'm the new strategist at my initiatives, as well as the coordinator for Northern Uganda. I just wanted to organize a few people in the room. You know, there's 2 people to organize. We have Honorable Fonzie Alfred, LC5, who has been with us this month. I always see on TV, it's very important. We have to welcome, thank you very much. We have Lilian Apollo from UNHCR, please, UNHCR. Thank you very much. You're most welcome, Lilian. We have Mr. Pierre J from OPM, very welcome. Mr. Pierre, thank you very much for being with us here. We have the District Kadi. Yes, good enough, thank you. We have Mr. Asina Collins. Commissioner Officer, you're most welcome. We have the staff from Malaka District, Mrs. Diana. Stella, please, you're most welcome. As I mentioned, we have other community organizations, part of this forum. Some of them are here, some of them are following us virtually. Because I come from Karamoja, Aitori, Nambo, because of the bridge at Barrage, most of them could not join us. So we decided to make it virtual. Unfortunately, we thought that it's not worth this and we could join. We have a team from World Vision, a money initiative, we have support from Marachaga, ICS, Western Youth Empowerment Center, we have WAVE, SEPA, SEPTRA, we have Action Aid, we have Glass First Fund, Joy for Children, we have many partners out there part of this. This shows the importance of what we're talking about here. Because to end child marriage requires all of our responsibility. We shall be going to a breakout session very soon at the breakfast. But before we go to that, I'll bring us a group picture before we can go to the breakout session. I've been told the group picture is somewhere out, somewhere down there. After the group picture, we shall be breaking out and we shall be having a breakfast in that session. Then afterwards, we shall be hearing from the children. Because we have basically come here to have or to develop a child-led position paper with recommendations, opportunities for the newly launched National Family to End Child Marriage. This is something from the government, but we want to hear from the children. It is still very new, 5 more years to implement it. But how do we pursue ourselves? But this time around, we want to hear from the children. Others always speak. This thing was brought by others, but what is going to say? And we shall finish with this position paper for first developing, programming, together with CSO, the government, as well as the donors. So that is what we aim to develop at the end of the day. Thank you very much.
Excuse me, I might not be the total family officials from one department, they are here with me and I requested to come and see my children. They allowed me to kindly allow me and I have to go back and attend to them. Family is such a big number that is my presence.
Very much, President. We have a commitment for each and the outlet, but that's time that that's going to bring there. But the group picture, the photographers, they can guide us. We shall come, we just drop down there for the group photo, and then we shall come to the breakhouse and the breakfast. Thank you very much. Camera team, please guide us. And let's go in order. Let's just go down. Someone is leading us down there. Thank you very much. Please, let's
giant wardrobe is directly ahead. Then we definitely need to go there.
is looking for the perfect domain name deal. That's why she needs Namecheap. There are hundreds of domain extensions available, spanning all types of
For liquidation or transfer funds from Biz Wallet to Main Wallet, dial *185.
Spike needs to launch his bold new delivery business online without costs going sky high. He'll need this.
Let's make our groups representative as possible. And let's also make a group here. There's space there. There's space there. Please join that group. Let's not form new groups. Let's not form new groups. Try to make sure all the groups are exhausted. We shall look at the 3 objectives: the challenges, the opportunities, and recommendations. In each group, we are trying to put something like this. Make sure your group has that kind of thing. There, we have some work materials in each group. Note that this big, and if you don't have, Carol is going to put some on your table. If you do not need to must be a new group. And we want to make sure the groups are representative as possible. Are we ready? Are all the groups full? Each group, we are supposed to have markers as well in each group. Make sure you have some markers. And make sure it is just young people, adults, practitioners, CSOs, government officials. For each group, is it clear already? Just to make sure all of us have the working materials in each group. And next to the group, you are going to see something which has been stuck on the wall. For instance, this group has objective 3. Focus. This group has objective what? Objective 1. Is that correct? This group has which objective? Objective 2. That group what you have? Objective 3. What about that group? Objective 2. These 2 groups, we are going to take your objectives to work on. Because numbers became big. So you came in as others, which is also very good. So what we're going to do, in each group, we are going to select a young person to be the leader, to facilitate the discussions. That's correct. And one who is going to present the issues from your group to the plenary. Is that fine? We shall be discussing 3 things. 1, the challenges. What challenges could we face to achieve that objective? Okay, that is okay. One of you is going to be the leader. It's clear. But you'll be engaging everyone in your group. So think among you who can facilitate the discussion. Okay. One thing is about what? Challenges. What can stop us from achieving that objective? That's okay. The second thing, opportunities. What can we gain if we start speaking of integrating that one? at objective. And last three recommendations. Is it clear? Are we clear? Three things: challenges, opportunities, and what? You can pull it down and put it in your table. You can put it down. Please put it somewhere here. You can see it. But think among you, a young person who will be the key facilitator. So you can select among yourselves. Any young mother or an adolescent or anyone in school, you can use any language you want to use. What makes it comfortable? Are we clear? Are we clear? And this is now the most interesting thing. We are not going to write. We are going to draw pictures. Are we clear? We are going to do what? We are going to do what? We are going to draw pictures. The challenges, we draw them in pictures. The opportunities, we draw them in pictures. Are we clear? As you talk, you are going to talk in one. But as you present, I want pictures. Are we clear? Yes. We don't care about if you do good, I don't know, it's okay. Just know what you want to be like. It's okay. But all of us are going to contribute. The elders, the government officials, the police, getting it. Two things: challenges, opportunities, and what? Recommendations. When we come to present, we shall speak over the picture. Are we clear? Are we clear? So what we're going to do in each group, we are going to identify facilitator. It's just to keep on the discussion. It's okay. And each facilitator, we shall look at three things. The first thing are the challenges. What can stop us from achieving the objective? Second thing, what opportunities we have? What opportunity is something you can use? If it comes up, how can it help you be better? Are we clear? And lastly, what recommendations? What needs to be done? Either to the government or to the parent, or to the still talking about specific what? Objectives. Are we clear? Any questions? Are there any questions? Is it clear? So we shall have 30 minutes for this activity. What is that thing? And then I'm going to pick someone who is going to present for the panel. But we say we're using what? Pictures. We are using what? You show the party is okay, you have to about it. But you must represent your position using what? The picture. Are we clear? So you need to have papers for now. There are three colors. There are three colors. There are three more instructions. Hello? Hello? There are three colors or not this. There are three what? This yellow color. Okay, this yellow color, we shall put recommendation. We shall put what? Recommendation. Are we clear? We shall put what? Recommendation. In terms of picture, we shall put what? On this color. Are we clear? Are we clear? Make sure it is made by a child first, but let's not ask you what.
Data is this one has to take over.
If you have something, it shall come to you.
Yeah, MC is supposed to take
these
over.
two groups, we are going to be your safety. Are we clear?
Yeah.
So basically, we can start with the discussion. Thank you. If there's anything, you can just put up your hand and someone comes to your desk in case of any more information. Senor, thank you very much. So I'm coming to the two groups which don't have objectives.
Before we see that. Also, in the past, when the girl and the boy get to sexual, the girl gets pregnant, right? The girl goes to school, the boy continues with school. See that? Now they are saying, Cozy believes it. How can they be changed now? How have they changed it? What opportunities do we have now? From looking at it, what those challenges were, those problems that were, now what opportunities do you people have? Now, in the current setting, which opportunities do you have? But again, which challenges do we have? So we have to create opportunities. Are you all understand? Okay, at least you understand what opportunity were.
So that's cultural beliefs now.
We can say how do you change cultural beliefs and practices.
So he's supposed to draw, but let's try to list them. Then we'll come and imagine how this can be. I'm also looking at some of the religious beliefs, because mostly, people believe in Islam. Girls can marry at younger age and so forth. That's the belief. That's a myth, actually. So it happened.
I believe he's going to something here. I'm just
Yeah, it's different colors.
The challenges are just so what the dominant that social cultural norms that cause or drive and perpetuate the practice of child marriage and teenage pregnancies in our society. So that is our objective. So what are those challenges that we face in order to achieve this objective?
Misunderstand dominant and norms.
Okay.
They may not be getting
Okay.
us.
Perhaps even in so no,
Yeah, different emphasize.
I was right.
That is okay.
It's okay. The book is closed.
As
This
we
one is open.
continue.
This one is open. But you will explain. And what is the next point? This word lack. Lack of what? Yeah, maybe. You draw. You can even draw somebody without active, somebody without a nose. Let's go with the challenges.
Full experiment. That's why that's going backwards. Is enough. Okay, how about this one? Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah,
I prefer to say this resistance of government structure, because we have the police, we have the health system, we have the what? LCs, the police, then we have also the government prison. So we say existing of the government structure. That's how I look at it. Because when you say it's alone,
She can explain. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
Knowledge sharing to improve programs and advocates and
Now they're saying that there are many around 2 minutes. Now,
But you'll be bold. It's more houses are ready to marry. So basically, you already precondition that you're supposed to just get married. Yeah. So you're good in that way. So it actually makes it easier. Like there's less resistance maybe from the girl when it comes to marriage. So it causes actually it enhances that child marriage is to work. So I think maybe it's favorite. It's up to bring out the point.
Post marriage, you can actually even just grow a girl on this side and then you have animals on that side.
Yes, exchange.
They are, you know.
Send their phone.
Then on the other side, you drop out.
Try your best.
Thank you.
Some cows. Some cow.
Then they taste.
So the mother is given then the chicken there. The chicken. One chicken somewhere there.
We put money
Somewhere. No, where is the wood? Somewhere. The boys should be this side. Let's go this side. Something.
Maybe say access to sexual work, maybe where to draw them, so maybe somebody maybe giving them training or some information.
Okay.
So
The point here is, you get the point here is, though we are going to but there's supposed to be the one involved in us. We go through the
Make sure that whatever is we can do, we can, so that we can achieve the objective, changing those negative norms in the fight.
Why wouldn't you be transparent? Because I have it here.
Okay, we are looking at what is already. No, I just meant it's hard, like for us, for example, when we were trying to find out who do we contact if we find a child that is being abused at home. You know, it was hard for us actually to find the right steps because it's not here. For here, like, who are these? I know in Kampala they have but it's not easy to look into and find out. People say, okay, go to the ETSI. The ETSI doesn't know what to say. Go, you know, it's difficult to find the right sectors, how to connect with them. I don't know. Maybe it's just for smaller organizations. Those are the ones that are on the ground, and then they don't know who to connect to. At least that's the challenge for us.
Come to smoke cannabis. Doctor say make a pop one of this. Make me fly like say I'm Aladdin. Come bring some kind melodies. Oh mama myself no do pass like this. So many things inside of my jeans. I slide down the beatings.
Thank you very much. So please make sure you invite the person in the picture to come and take. Please come and take your seats. I would want to invite a Carol from Metro to moderate this particular session, and maybe just inform you that the table behind there from the Metro girls, they have items they have been producing and selling. Please give some time and pass back to hear about the materials working on. As Metro Carol comes in to moderate this particular session. As I've said, we have a gift for the best pictures with a great story. We have some gifts for those pictures. With this, I want to hand over to Carol. Please, let's get back on this. Let's get back inside. Let's get back inside the video. We shall try to put those tables. Carol, the floor is yours.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, my name is Caroline Paparo. I work with Mempro partners that have also put this day together. Thank you very much for honoring our invite. Before we get into our next session, I'd like to invite a Mempro girl, any Mempro girl in the room, to come and give us an icebreaker so we can stretch. Mempro girls or Mempro boys, they know what I'm talking about. An icebreaker. So we can stretch a bit. Mempro girls are not shy. I'm seeing all of you, even the Mempro boys. Any volunteers? Linda, thank you.
Hello guys, let's stand up. We are going to do just a little exercise to refresh ourselves, right? We know how it is to do. One of my things I do, I mean, anytime if I'm in class, anytime on the road. So we're going to stretch ourselves. I see how I'm putting my legs. So don't break your waist, you do it slowly. I'm going to move like this. While we are counting, we We are going to count 3. 1. 1. We start with our left hand. 1. We move a bit. 2. 3. Again, the other side. 1. 2. I'm going to play at least 3. Some people are not playing. I have a ball. Hey, some of you not good nursery. Sorry about that. I have a ball. I have a ball. I have a ball. I put it here. I put it here. I put it here. I put on the leg. Life is better. Life is better. Wow, that's true.
Self-care, and that is health of your mind, of your body, and your surroundings. So as we get into rigorous activity, it's important to take a minute and you refresh your body, you refresh your mind. So I'd like to welcome our panelists for this afternoon session. We are going to have a presentation from the different groups presented by our representatives right in front of us here. We were tasked to look at the different challenges, opportunities, based on the 3 strategic areas from the discussions. And I'm sure we have had some interesting conversations. I was hearing a few disagreements, but as we said, this is also a new style of presenting for most of us through visual reflection of our mind. And so, without wasting time, I'm going to invite our panelists to share with us what their different groups discussed and what the different drawings mean and how we can tap the different bodies of knowledge that different groups share. So from their presentations, I encourage us to be attentive because we are going to have a sharing session after, reflection from the entire house. What do we think? How best can we harmonize the different ideas and display? And I ask us to be very keen because some drawings may be very faint. So let's be focused and please don't laugh. I know some drawings may attract laughter, but if we're laughing, let's laugh like a queen. How does the queen laugh? We laugh like the queen, so that you don't affect some esteem from this board. So our panelists, you're welcome. Please introduce yourself. I'll have the mic go around, introduce yourself, and then we can start to have us present our program. My name is Appeal Brother. Our group. My name is Aquarius Krista. I'm representing our group. My name is Amaki Mary.
And my name is Alfonso Sidonia. As usual, I'm sure all of you know me. I'm representing our group.
It's Condition, and I'm representing our group.
My name is called Talan Apang. I have come here to present my group today.
My name is Verena Amude. I'm representing our group.
Call me El Crosby, calling from Manaus to present group 2.
So thank you very much. We are going to have presentations from the 3 objectives. Just a reminder to the house. Objective 1 is to to promote an enabling environment to end child marriage and teenage pregnancy. Objective 2 is to influence changes in dominant thinking in regard to social and cultural norms that cause, drive, and perpetuate the practice of child marriage and teenage pregnancies in society. Objective 3 is to develop and strengthen institutional community and family systems for prevention of child marriages and teenage pregnancies. So I'm going to request our panelists inform us which objective they are discussing on, and then they can start once again.
Okay, I'm going to start with number 1, challenges. Poor implementation of laws and policies. Negative cultural traditions and norms that promote the value of bride price for a young child. Comprise to this strong process. Corruption, like perpetuals giving police money. Limited funding and no patronization of child protection resources. Limited funding from government. No patronization. Number 2, opportunities. Supportive government through district patronization officers, present ministry for gender, labor, and social development. Policies, for example, child-friendly laws. Presence of supportive development partners, such as donors, funders, CSO, private sector, and NGOs. Timely funding by donors. The media creates awareness and sensitization. Political stability of Uganda. Recommendations. Timely funding from the government. Popularizing laws and also passing laws on child marriage. Deprecate the imagination of existing laws. Then let me say below, propagate both material. Natural companies on female pregnancy and child marriage. Thanks.
The police, I had something. I hope we are going to be able to respond. Please, we have 3 minutes and let us, as we said, we are presenting our drawings. So we don't need.
We talk about opportunities. And now one. The first opportunity, you say, the existence of religious leaders. The second one, as you say, availability of policies. The third one, availability of community structures, white, poor education, and model parents. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Can we have the next? Here, talk about challenges. Number one, negative attitude of the community members towards children. Number two, ignorance. What of the community and others. Number three, keeping children out without no freedom, staying in the house, not going anywhere else. Yes, no freedom, children. Number three, yes. Study, but thinking of the elders in the community. Number four. Then here.
Patients here.
They provide the education for girls and boys. Yeah. creating negative but the bad challenges of the bad news. Number 2. Number 3.
Thank you very much. Can we get support from members? Yes.
Number 3, information sharing regarding policies like rights in the community. Number 3.
Can I explain something?
Yes.
Well, we are talking about the recommendation from the group. If you look at number 3, without saying words, people can talk about. What is this rectangle outside? I don't know if it's a circle or a rectangle. But for us, we say where you have an opportunity, either in being gathering, please talk about early child marriage. This is a very important where every information is good for us. You can see Amani has put theirs. And what this scripture has put the information here. Also, my here. People are able to read what they want. So this is what we came up with as a group, which was on our objective. But what was our objective? We say we want to create an environment where the cultural norms are what we. This believes that education is only for men, do not exist. It is for all of us. That was our objective, how we take to organize that. The first one, so was able to illustrate. He said, this man is holding a microphone. Are we able to see that? Whether the man is Leo, he's also human. He's holding a microphone, he's talking about the girl-child education. Number 2, this is a community dialogue awareness. This man is Sunday, but there are people who are sat below him, like you. I am talking, now you are seated. But at least I appear on top, but now you are here. That is the meaning of our illustration. We only get 3 recommendations which are clear as well. Thank you so much. I know you are the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The next presenter. So we shall just have one group member for support if necessary. But we want to have a child-led discussion. Even if they are struggling, we encourage you to do that. And it's an opportunity for them to build their esteem and public speaking skills. Please mention objectives that you discuss.
Thank you. I am starting with opportunity, guiding laws. As you can see the picture here, where the government is providing for us security. It is ensuring security in every community. Like here, we are having police, the lawyers, all are there. As you can see, here is the lawyers in the hotel. And second one, educating the young ones. Educating the young ones by telling them to go to school and learn more. Here is the picture. The second one, it is challenges. Poor parenting. For example, some parents take girls as source of getting things like dowry, what, and so on. The third one, crossing difficulty cultural. For example, girls are seen as source of meat. Then the third one, bad morals. By beating the children, as here you can see a parent is caning the child very serious. The third one is recommendation. Educating our young ones. The second one, by putting a family meeting to tell them what to do or to discuss what they are supposed to do in the family. And the third one is social media. Although they are good in funny, but I'm sure you guys will recognize those things. I'm seeing a radio, a TV, a telephone. Those three things will help us to inform those people outside. Although they are not your neighbors, but they might be far from you, it is easy to go and ask for help from such people, maybe by telling them through telephone, by informing. And the third one is poor parental is when you leave your children to go for such places as discos and maybe parties which are not supposed to allow for a child to go and be going there for something else. Instead of going to attend the party, they'll be going for their own missions. That is causing the early pregnancy. Thank you.
I hope we are noting down our comments and reflections that we are going to share at the end of the presentation. Next. Let's keep it 3 minutes.
Thank you so much. Once again, my name is David Condition. I'm from BD Refugee Settlement, Zone 2, Liberty Street. First and foremost, we are from Objective 1, which states that to promote enable environment to end child marriage and teen pregnancy. To begin with, I would like to begin with the challenges. First, to have limited education on body changes. And it's true that we are facing a lot of challenges in such kind of educations. Like what my sister said before, that some parents, when you try to educate their children on the body changes, they will be taught that you're trying to give their children a bad manners towards what you're reading for their benefits. You never know in some extent when they start to grow up, they would experience what you're supposed to tell them, but due to those misunderstandings from some of the parents, it's making them so difficult. Henceforth, if such kind of changes would have occurred in some public issues, and once it's ashamed, it henceforth makes her difficult to go back to school. That's picture one, represented by the book. Secondly, we have also the lack of basic needs. All this lack of basic needs normally comes out of the problem of poverty. Some parents, they really can't afford to buy such kind of basic needs for their children. More especially, a girl, demands now reaching at the age of around 12, because some ladies always start their first periods at around the ages of 12 or above. So demand for sanitary pads which will be always provided by every man. So if the parents are unable to get all these things, so it will make the girls now to feel as if the parents will not like them, but it's not all they are making. So for that case, they will even be in position to enable us and find someone who could help her. Later on, it will also result of her to get pregnant because of that if the person used to give them. Because in Africa, we normally say that we can't give nothing, they give for a nothing. So after giving, you also pay the person back indirectly. And this is represented by the shelter, the house. Thirdly, we have also negative parenting. You know that during time of the conflicts, some people ran up with their uncles to this settlement. Normally, where we are staying, we didn't get this settlement where we are. Some people, they came alone due to the conflicts. They had a displacement and separation with their parents. Others lost their parents. So in that process, they might have come with their uncles. So, you know, at times staying with someone's father, staying with someone's relative, or just a relative which is not closely to you, it will make life so hard and so difficult for someone such like that. First of all, the person would even ask you to first do a lot of work before going to school. If by luck, others would let you to go to school. But others, they would not let you even go to school because they have the feeling that if they will allow you to go to school, you will do better than their children. Well, they're having that feeling that always their children should be on top. And so leaving you this, the one without parents. But they never knew that this child, when they get him or her, it will even be the future maker while also come and also not forget about the person from whom even he was being staying with. And so that's how to now place. So also in that mind, some people came along, they also feel bad upset because they normally live alone. So they will have just the interest of saying, I'm just alone, and someone, at least it's better for me to find someone with whom we shall stay with, and also will be able in person to help me. So for that help now, it will drive it into the wrong direction. And so that's what will happen. And this is also by the parents you can see. In addition to that, we also have gender inequality. Normally in our place, let me regard where I always come from. People believe that the girls are just source of wealth. Always they say that if you are growing, they grow the girls up, means they are growing for someone, that girls are some people's property. They will normally take care of the boys because they say that afterwards, when the boys have studied, or they have grown up, they will still bring back where they were home. Henceforth, they never knew that also this girl that you just undermining will make it and also do the same thing that the boys does. So they believe, and this of saying that girls are just source of wealth, it's really come from somewhere, especially where I stay. At times, girls, they cannot be given what? They cannot give them the resources because they say that now if they grow the girl up, they're not even going to pay them back, but they give the boys. And henceforth, the girl will have the interest. Like what my sister, my younger sister said before, that there are some people, you know, saying, yeah, the witness, when they were in primary, they were together. Then, after completing 7, the brothers are all taken to Kampala to study, so the man decided for the girl to just do that. And as if the girl has some people who feel as if she's even useless. Since because they're not taking his brothers to go somewhere, now for us it's just been staying here, just with nothing. And that's all what's happening. So this is how we make it. This, that one is short and while others are a little bit younger. We also have some forced marriages. And at times in our place, parents also, due to some cases, maybe of loan repayment, other people could have borrowed something from other savings groups or banks at times. So many now failing to pay back that money. And so they have daughter. They will now go and agree with that person where they were given and he has borrowed the loan. Henceforth is making now that so since I failed not to pay back this loan. So I have my daughter. And I guess if you also have your son, so that you will take it in case of me paying the money since I cannot afford to pay it in time as you expect. So henceforth it will make now parents to exchange children because of money, but never know that if the child goes and educates, the money this guy will earn will even be defeating the person, the current money that he's gaining. And this is what we presented since. Not only that, let me also talk to the opportunities. To begin with, we have education. The education is where we normally get that knowledge for us to succeed in life. So without such kind of education, it's very difficult for a person to understand how he or she, even what life is all about. But because of education that he or she gains, a person can be forced to improve his life. He can understand and tell that I will have a vision. She will have a belief. He or she will have a belief in herself that she will have a vision for tomorrow. So, for that case, if we are having the opportunity like this, so yeah, we have them. So in that place, we can be in position to ensure that we always go to school in order to acquire that knowledge for us to succeed in life. And this is what we have represented in number. Also, we have the churches and the mosques. Always, if you go to the church, the pastors and the imams, they always preach to us. They always preach to us to be in a whole way to believe in Jesus and God. And so, when you make your ways and believe in God, it will be similar for God also to help you in every situation that you. Because God said that if you believe and trust in me, I will make among all the books that you have. So for that case, also the churches also help us to ensure that our girls are protected from every evil means, and even the boys are also able to help ourselves in enemies. And this is what I'm representing. Thirdly, we also have a good family or positive parenting. Parents at times they have, in other families, they have a good parenting view because they have both parents. Like father and mother, they're also there in the family, including their wife, their children. So those parents, they can unite among themselves simply because they love each other. They unite themselves and also gather every evening to ensure that they teach their children a good things to succeed in life. Always, but if the parents could have the misunderstanding, it's very difficult for them to plan for their children. Even the parents can even plan how can we treat these children, what are the necessities that we have to provide these children in order for them to be happy, in order for them to keep them safe from teenage pregnancy and early marriages. And this is what come up with. Also, we have a radio station, like what our sister said that she had this news in the radio that there will be education for the changes. So also these radio stations can help a lot because they can also give us courage. They give us, we the boys and the girls, they give us the boys as a way of how to care and understand much about our sisters. While they also teach our sisters on how to succeed in life and also how to understand each other. Because we both are born mainly for each other. We both have to understand our sisters so that they also understand us and how each other feels for himself or us. So this is what I presented. So we also have judge who will give strict laws to parents to ensure that children, the both girls and boys are educated and they also given the opportunity to have the right to have the freedom of speech and to say how they feel also, how to expose their feelings towards everything that they are passing through. To take testimonies, all the testimonies that they have to be given the freedom. So if the judge could also give that freedom, it will make us possible for us, the parents, because parents at times, other parents, they also need some help. Because at times, other parents might be educated, but if they don't understand how boys and girls feel, and what about if the boys can say out, they can't help them. Even me, personally, let me take myself. I'm someone who always grows with the father. I left my mother some years back till now. But there were times when I tried to talk to my father, the father would lie to me as if I'm not his own son. But I would just feel as if I'm the worst. But not. I just got involved in some of the clubs in school that could make me grow up with some knowledge. The knowledge helps me with something that you have to be strong, such as life. If I'm saying challenge to be part of your life, then you succeed. And that's what I'm standing by. I know I'll succeed by all means, no matter how hard life is. And I'm also advising my fellow boys and brothers who are here inside. Put in your mind that through every temptation or through every pain that you're going, you'll still be rejoiceful in the future. Just forget your future, that's all you have for this life. Don't matter what people do or what people say, but just put your aim with the target of making, saying that I want to make it for myself, and you will do it. And that's exactly like that. Okay, we're now with the recommendations. One we have is time. We recommend all the parents to ensure that they have time with their children, talk about how each of their child feels in the family. So if parents could give that opportunity to share out all the feelings for themselves and their children in the family, it will ensure that the parents and the children will grow up with love and unity. That's what it will make the child not forget any about their parents in any ways. If they need to die, you will have the child will still remember that, oh, this is my father, really, and this. So those wishes will even come. But if you don't treat your children in the way that they expect, children, even if you die, they will say, ah, even my father was such. So it will make you even not, for him who doesn't care. So this is what I've presented with the watch. Secondly, we also have the basic needs. Other parents, they could not afford. But we are not recommending at least the government to do something towards parents. Even if not employing them, but providing them with at least an alternative source of income, wherever they can make money. If they can be given the support, at least to concentrate on farming, and still they can survive to ensure that their children are treated in the right way they expect to. And the children also, they always succeed. So this is represented by the book and pen. Now, lastly, but not the least, we have also the provision of gender equality. Equality must be promoted because we should believe in ourselves that boys and girls are equal. If they are bearing a percentage of 50 out of 100, also girls must have 50 out of 100 to make it, and 50 plus 50 to make it 100 for the boys and the girls. So we should put in our mind and say that we both are equal. Nobody is ahead or nobody is behind. We are at the same level, and for that case, you can still be both. Thank you so much.
When we come to individual child, nowhere to start from. We have identified as above change agents. Thank you very much. Usually, time is on our side, it's not on our side, but when we find a passionate young person who is driven and eager to share knowledge around these issues, we want to continue to listen. So thank you very much, and thank you for representing me. Thank you. We welcome the next.
Chairman.
Once again, I tell you my name is Paul Akam Jalal. I have come here to represent my group. Our motto is said to develop and strengthen institutional community and family systems for prevention of child marriage and pregnancy. I want to begin here the challenges we face cause us to get early pregnant. I want to begin the challenges. What is the poverty? I want you to look at these pictures, all of you. These parents, they have a lot of children, and here they little food. Poverty is called the problem. Even those parents that send their daughters to go marry any boy. And because of poverty, girls will get pregnant. There is no solution to go to school. No money, no what. And I want to start with domestic violence. Look, this man is a victim, his wife, badly, and the children are crying. They are not happy. It means there is no peace. Their mind is thinking about to get there, also to get the pregnant. Because there's nothing like that environment. Who is going to advise you there? You are fighting. Who is going to advise my children that? Through you buy. So they need advisement all the time. At morning you are going to work there and you come back evening and then you go to your food. Who is going to advise them? You fix this help for them. Now this one means the poverty. And I want to become the opportunity. The way we stop to get early pregnancy. And look this picture. Those are two girls, they're going to their school. If you send your children to school, they cannot get pregnant. Because they stay at school for whole day. It's not time to get a boyfriend or a girlfriend. School is education. Send your children to school. Don't allow them to stay at home. Okay? And look at this girl. Those two women are smoking opium. But for her, she's run away. Because at times, nobody can rape her. But for me, you are happy. Okay, let's go to it. I want to talk recommendation. And this element is advising the children. You parent, if you advise your children, they cannot get pregnant and they will listen to you. And they will get a good future when they're still alive. And look at this funding. Funding is trying to arrange this who are less difficult. I know how this is clear. You can see up there. Now I have come here to talk alone. Mind is enough for God and my house. Thank you, okay?
Are we feeling challenged? Are our children happy at home? Do we talk to our children? That is one thing you should think about. Let's invite the next person.
So thank you for welcoming me. Once again, my name is Observerina Amude, coming to talk of the challenges facing us, especially the girls. To begin with, alcoholism. What I mean by saying alcoholism, this is one addiction to drugs. For example, as someone has said, most of our parents, for example, in villages, as they have nothing to do because they are poor, they are not employed, they may be involved in alcoholism. Why is to pass time? And as those people, our parents are doing that kind of things, there are something that can lead to contribution of teenage pregnancy. How will it happen? Like when your parents are always drunk, they will not have a time to organize for a family meeting whereby they will gather all the children and talk on the challenges facing them. For example, you as a parent, you have to talk to your children. You have to organize for a family meeting whereby you talk to your children. When your children are now grown up, there are some changes. For example, for the girls, there will be development of the body parts, for example, growth of the breast, which most of our parents, the ones who are poor, they take it as a chance of getting money, whereby if they see that their children are not developing such kind of changes, they may be engaging the child into sexual activities in order for him to get money, which is commonly happening in the society. For example, in what we are doing in the picture, here is a man, he's drinking alcohol and the girl is near her. What he's doing, that as he's now getting broke, no money, let the girl look for a man to support him, so that there will be donor being brought to the family to support him. And here, at the next point, the girl is not thinking of what to do. What we are doing is exactly what is happening. You find that in the community, other people are doing that kind of things, and yet those girls whom the parents are doing such kind of things to them, they are quiet. They wanted to die in silence, forgetting that these people, they are here because of us. Things like the police women and the angels, for example, with the refugees, these people are responsible for us. Why do you leave yourself to suffer in such kind of things, and yet these people are here for you? Like this girl, since she has no knowledge, she takes fire and went somewhere, someone else in the next picture. So the girl was so spread, and the situation at which the girl is now beyond normal. So the man decided to deceive the girl into sexual activities. At the next point, this point here where the girl is now pregnant, and the girl is young. Maybe this girl might be someone of 13 years. And imagine if it is you, a girl of 13 years, conceived at this age, what are you going to do? First of all, how far did you prepare to protect your family and yourself? And this is the thing that has made the girls to lose themselves earlier. You are a young girl. Why do you want to die earlier? And yet people, this lady here, wow, before us, are people who are educated, and right now they will not be defeated with something. They are now earning a lot of money. So for that case, can I say all the staff, let them stand up, all the angels will stand up, all of them, so that the rest of people will receive. All the staff, including if you are working like policeman and a policeman, you stand up. Why I say so? These people are the ones fighting for our rights. Without these people, I don't know if I will stand in front of people. The confidence I've get now is through the angels. For example, one reason whereby they take me to Raja Thompson, and the right now I don't feel to stand in people. And what they are doing, these people in the community, for example, in Rhino Camp, in Omugo refugee settlement, where I came from, they are eliminating teenage pregnancy. How are they eliminating? Like the one division stuff. Why I'm talking most, because they are the most people responsible for children's rights, especially girls. These people, once they see that there is a girl who has conceived, what they did is to support the girl and look for that person who impregnates the person to be taken to prison. And this policeman, why I say that they should stand, because they are the people who judge the wrongdoers. Once you impregnate someone, will now, will respect our rights. They will never respect because there is no law for them to follow, that to know that whatever they are doing is wrong. So to add on that, let me talk on the next point. So this one is failure to provide enough basic needs. This factor I may only read this up and you'll be the one to look for the explanation. Let me talk of negative cultural beliefs whereby in other societies, boys are more compared to girls in terms of education. Why? Because girls are used for wealth. These parents of ours here, they compare boys to be educated, knowing that they thought that these guys, their source of income, once they are married, they will get on. My friend, you're deceiving yourself. You send your children to get married at this early age. You think they have, even if they don't, that they will brought for you. They will not to be something that can help you for a long period of time. Because these people will be married by a small girl and sick. And the collection who is educated, there will be a lot of things being brought to the family and which you will even use it as well. For other good people, they may even build for a house, although you grow up and that house will remain for you and you memorize that really educating a girl is better. As the African proverb says, when you educate a man, you educate an individual. Always such. So what are the opportunities? Is what the angels or the people who are supporting, who are looking at the children's rights, what did they do? So due to time, I may only be reading some then most important points that I will not explain. So existence of governments. Existence of government systems, e.g., LCs, RWCs, police, existing legal framework, e.g. laws. And the second line, referral pathways, whereby if these people here who are responsible for our rights, once they see that there is something wrong happening in the community, like maybe a young guy is being caught with a man or with a boy, what they do, they refer you to a place that you get help. For example, in the picture what we have put here, because the paper is small, we did not draw, but I will only explain for you. Assuming there's something which has happened somewhere, then here the parents have now reported to the angels. This is the angels image we have given. So what they did is like when you are caught with a boy maybe from this sex, the first refer to the health center. This is the sign, the symbol representing it. After that, you will be examined to check whether you have acquired STDs, this sexual transmitted disease, in HIV, because when you get this disease, the disease has no cure. The only solution you die. So what they did is, without saying the 2 hours, you will be checked and you will be given treatment. So after that, you will be taken to the police station. As I was saying, to declare whether to punish the person or to do what. And the next thing is, partners are working together to overcome and to support child education and equal opportunities for both boys and girls in order to end teenage pregnancy and early marriages in the settlement. So coming back to the recommendation, we need to create awareness on the rights of the children. Example, what we are doing here. Here we are creating awareness. We have come here from very many places to think of what to be done in order to make sure that all the girls are studying and they are in school. What to be done? This is what we have been doing here. And my advice to you, as you have come here, let it not be for fun. We should retain whatever we have been sharing here for consideration to help us better. Most of the people I'm seeing, like they are having children, sometimes go home, please and please. When you are not having family meeting or you don't have time to talk to your children, let this will be the chance for you to talk for the children. Here, there are some people who don't know the challenges why most of the girls are getting pregnant, and this is the time. I think if you did not know anything before, you have now knew something. So you go home, you follow it and you practice. Make sure all the children recommendation due to time factor. I would like to stop here, and my advice is go and educate your children. Let your children be in school. People are also sending their children to work for other people. Instead of sending them to school, they need money, but ladies and bishop, you the police people, you also see that you arrest that kind of people because it is your work to do that. If you do it, people will be better at it. And the next generation will be the people. Their presidents among us and the lawyers. But if you violate us, do you think we shall be like? We shall be like you. No, we shall not be like you. But the only solution, your parents have given you the chance to get educated. So you also do the same thing for us. Don't you do community neglects, like you see someone's daughter, you don't respect his rights because you say that if this person, if I will correct you that whatever you are doing is wrong, will this person really help me? It's going to help the family. But minus knowing that this person maybe if it is your neighbor doing wrong things, you have to advise because this person, after being employed, will remember that this is the very person who gave me the advice. And on top, will even support you. Most of the people support you to such kind of things. And also don't be selfish of your education. Share it, and this one can lead to development. This selfish cannot lead to development. So I beg to stop here due to time factor for God and my country.
Can we invite our last presenter as we wind up the panel discussion? Once again, call me coming to present group 2. Our objective is to influence changes in dominant thinking in regard to social and cultural norms that cause, drive, and perpetuate the practice of marriage and teenage pregnancy in society. So allow me to go straight to the challenges. One, we have Aruba Blue, where I would like to request one of my group members to come and explain.
Thank you so much, members. She is not conversant in that language. Aruba in Lubarati is stemming from that cultural practice where people are related and one of the relatives is a perpetrator. I'm not allowed to take legal action against him or her. I'm supposed to protect. And in essence, it inhibits prosecution or handling of such matters that are harmful to our girls. So, Lubarati is called Ruby Prison. Thank you.
So the next one is favoritism. So there are some parents who don't love the girls. They love the boys more than the girls, whereby you see that they'll send the boys to school and then they'll tell the girls to do the home chores. As you can see, here the boys are going to school and the girl is preaching prayer. Then the next one is dowry. So some parents are sending their children for dowry, mostly the girls. When they see that the girl has started seeing her menstruation period and has developed some breast, they will send their girls for marriage. Then the next one is poverty. Like in this settlement where I'm coming from, most of the people are very poor and
Because of poverty, they will start thinking of how to get money, and the way forward is just to send their grown-up girls to get married and then they will get money. Then the other is bad advice. As you can see from the picture, this one is smoking while these ones are going to the school. You got the advice from other people that he should smoke, which will not lead to development. And this is also another factor that will not lead to development of the generation and the nation. So allow me to go to the opportunity. Taking the opportunities, we have partnership. As you can see, we have some partners who have joined together to solve our problems as girls. And then the other is law enforcement. There are some laws that are made to arrest people who are neglecting the rights of girls. The other is cultural and religious leaders. Here, cultural and religious leaders. So allow me to go to the recommendations. We have pronouncement on bad cultural practices. As you can see, there is a man advising children who have sat under a tree. And this is also a good practice which will lead to the end of the teenage pregnancy and early marriage. I would like to give you an example of my father. I like my father because every evening he will tell us to come together and then he will give us some advice, way forward how to stay in this world, how to behave in the environment. So without wasting time, I would like to conclude by saying that may we please have family meetings and advise our girls and children at the
Can we give a hearty round of applause to our one thing that has been the effort is parenting, our role as parents, the institution of family, the smallest institution of government. What is it doing? What are we doing? Where are we falling short? I hope we have been reflecting on that. Now, as we start on this session, we are going to have it for not more than 20 minutes to react on what has been presented from this time. There have been core reflections about the different institutions presented here. I wonder if we have our police represented, the district leaders. I know they are going to be able to respond to some of the issues that our panelists have raised, and also to the House at large, that religious they have been mentioned of the role that the religious institutions play. Are we following what we preach when we talk about family meetings? Are we doing that? If we have family meetings every day in our institutions, are we having meetings at home? So I would like to pose that question to the House as we open up this session for reaction to discussion on the time. So we have another mic. The gentleman from the
Thank you very much. My name is Godfrey Chile. I coordinate local-based CSO, the West Nile, that is the Rua, the Rego, and the parts. And I would like to thank the organizers, the partners, and those who have made this event colorful. May God reward you. Reacting to what our young girls and boys have said, the issues they have presented of past years, though at one point we were laughing, but we're not really laughing. Deep down our hearts, we are feeling the pain. As from the organization point of view and other stakeholders. And I'm also proud that we have Dr. Zakari in the house. There are issues, there are cultural norms in our region that has been set back, that has been holding our people back. Issue of Aruba just been dropped, and maybe a mother, maybe a father beats the wife, maybe they will pass. During the mother, children that they cannot take them to prison. So I'm also here calling. I'm joining other voices. The global academy as a recommendation to us, please. You must come clearly as a stand because you're the cultural institution in our region. And you must come clearly on this issue and pronounce yourself correctly. But this is affecting our people. This is affecting the scope of issues in our region. So that's a recommendation to you as you go to take into action. As for young people, from us, as the organizations, local organizations in the region, we're not promising you the heaven, but we're promising you that the issues, when your issues that affect you, when you bring them up together with us, we shall be able to journey with you. When something presses you down, don't sit at home. Come to us, we shall be able to look at other avenues, so that you are helped. I think that is what my commitment, and that's what I'm going to aim on this. Otherwise, I'm very happy to come back there and to stop here. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Dr. Perry is not in your house. Maybe we have some who are not aware. But in response to that quickly, there is a pronouncement. And I think the challenge has been to disseminate. And I think that is something we are working as Westnet to try and disseminate the pronouncement, especially to protect young girls and young women against STD. Thank you very much. May I invite Afande Kode to please respond to some of the comments.
Good afternoon. My name is Paul Asiakoli. I'm the regional committee liaison officer. First of all, I want protocol of that. I want to thank all the stakeholders, especially World Vision, Money. Nixon, thank you. The future of children is now, not tomorrow, by bringing them here. Please continue. Wherever we are going to organize works of children, because we are talking about children now. I'm going to talk about a few things. It is on the West Nile we have on the baby families, where you find baby mother is a baby father is a baby grandfather and grandmother are babies. And his papers go that advice home. It is common here. Very, very common. You take Oli, you take Madiokolo, Zombo, Bakwat, Dereko, Adumi. It's too common. I want to give you one testimony. I went to Ramachak, I was state member. I went for land dialogue. As we were dialoguing, I saw a very young girl, against 14 years old, his stomach was coming out. So what happened is she's pregnant. I first caused the need. Then as I was waiting, he told me the 13-year-old I just produced yesterday from the same family. And I looked at the 9-year-old girl, she was also there. I told those people I'm going with this one. The needs is with me, I put her in school, he's doing well. I told those people, since you don't want to pay this girl, they'll pay her by time of bringing milk, they'll bring it to me. So you miss. I told the parents, he's doing well. I also think I went to, I was in Kuluba, and we made the same family. I also put a girl in school. I went to Lee. I met a girl who was in this girl group. They have group others fight as they eat fire. I thought this girl was eating maruni, and it was the group where guys were supposed to go. So when I picked up, because normally I talk to the group, I don't believe in artists. I believe in talking to people for change. When I picked her, I interacted with her. The reason why she's there is school fees. So, okay, so you come, tomorrow come to me. I want you to be clean, brush your teeth. You come when you're clean, I'll take you to school. As we talk now, she's finished senior 4. And they want to pay. I told her I don't school fees. I don't have money, but the little one I have, I will help you. And Nixon, thank you for thinking about our girls. Even wherever I move, we talk about girls. You know why? Because when we put our girls in school, the society will change. Parents, if you are parents around here, please. This is relating our girls to cows. By the time you open that mouth, Thanos will strike you. It's a serious matter. Instead of educating this girl, providing the needs for them, you're only equipping them for cows. Time of their needs, don't buy them pants, don't buy pants, you don't give them food, then you send them to this particular man in town. Then each of you just, I want us to pay. I want cow, please, don't suspect you. By the time you open that mouth. You want to thank my the press people, the media people, please, they are doing a lot. People should cry for them. They are doing a lot in the community. Please let us continue and continue. The also what I'm trying to do right now, I'm open to schools. I target P5 onwards, trying to tell them the danger of teenage pregnancy. I also move to these schools. I find kids there. I first pick the manager. I pick those kids. I know I want first. The next time I find these kids who are below 18 years, where I will arrest you and close the place. And also have my quarters in these schools I'm going. They inform about teenage marriage in the community. The other day, just here, I found 15-year married, 13-year-old. Hey, I was going for my own thing. When I read, I had gone for also land matter. I saw a very young love pregnant. Who are the parents of this boy? The girl. I said, they are there. What about the boy? So I put all of them in my police cells. But I was disappointed with the next one. After some day, he went there and he talked to those police officers, they were released. I was very bitter. Please and please let us be champion. My school agent students here, you are champion on the ground. Our numbers are there. I'm going to do any child marriage, please call me. I will arrest you, all of you, but I'll come and listen from police. Because if you are released with that, you are saying, this is the person who put it. You're getting me? We shall leave our numbers here. We shall not be quiet. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We're going to have 2 more comments from Haji, who is representing the religious institution, and then from Ms. Killian, to sum up opinions from civil society. So we can start with Haji, then.
First, I would like to start with the correction. I'm not Haji. I'm not representing the religious leaders. Sorry for that. My name is Yasin Jafar, and I'm the Executive Director for Western Youth Empowerment Center. I'm also the President of the Secretariat Management. You know, Mr. Asia, Asia is a community who also talks much. Many times, if we give you a chance like this, we want to utilize it for action. But we thank you very much for being part of this. Let the protocol speak to colleagues. I want to start this by saying I'm a very proud uncle because I saw one of my daughters here and I'm very proud of her. My daughter Sandra, which means it has shown to me that I've seen beauty already in her heart. I've seen the power of the girl in her already. Thank you very much for that. Police, we cannot talk about child marriage and teenage marriage without talking about sex. They pointed out issues to do with cultural leaders. I was happy when I saw our Prime Minister here, but I don't know where he is now. But still, I don't know if we still have representatives here. And it's very important that they're supposed to be part of this. Long time back, in our culture as Luba, sex is considered something very sacred, something very, very important. When we grew up, we didn't know how to ask even sex, by the way. To any lady that I want to have sex like this was very hard for us. But nowadays, this is the simplest thing. This is the simplest trait our children have. Why? It's culture. It comes back to culture. What does Luba say about sex? In our culture, as Luba, if a man had sex with a lady, the private part of that man will be. There's this stone in the rivers. The elders go and collect that stone, then your private part is pumped with that very hard, around 10 times. That was the punishment for sex. But now these things exist. We have them, our cultural leaders, making this possible. That is how it is. The boy child, we always continue talking about the girl child. When we talk about child marriage, when we talk about teenage pregnancy and so on, our minds only reflect to the girl child. But we have the forgotten boy child. Many times we have not talked about the boy child. The boy child is the husband to the girl child. We empower the girl child. We have totally forgotten about this boy child. We left this boy child to be spoiled. That is why we have many Nairobi leaders. That's why we have many of them smoking back. That is why we have many of them currently robbing us. That's why we have many of them raping our guns. We have neglected them. So this one goes to the civil society. This one goes to the organizations and also government. It's high time our focus needs to drive towards the boy child because they too need our attention. If we are only going to talk about the girl child, when we talk about teenage pregnancy and so on, how about the boy who is the one impregnating this girl? So we always engage them. We always make sure they are part of this discussion. The summit was girls' summit. So I was like, it's only for girls. Mothers will have the boys here. The boys will say it's only the girls' summit. So this is high time we need to bring in the conversation of the boy child. How can we incorporate the boy child in some of these discussions as a key actor? Last but not the least, the basic needs as parents. The lady that shared her experience here, her experience started by the parents neglecting to provide basic needs for her. And that is the biggest challenge the parents have. That's the biggest challenge the communities have. We always look at the parents, but community plays a bigger role when it comes to upbringing and also stopping child marriages and teenage pregnancies. Community is the father, community is the parent. You cannot be the direct father of this one here to control or to give support to this person. We have very many brilliant girls and brilliant boys within our community, but we support these children. We always come out and say, yes, I'm going to give you this, I'm going to support you with soap, I'm going to support you with oil and so on. Do we instead that in us? There are these people, they're suffering. Some of them do this, but you have it as a community member. You might have that money to support such a girl, but you neglect this child. Failure is in you as a community member, not only the parent. The parent might not have, but you as a community member, you have a role to play when it comes to controlling and also supporting the girls within your locality. That is how our communities were. That is how we were brought up. It was not only my father, my mother, and so on who were providing for us. Community members were part of developing us. So it's high time as community members, it's high time as people within communities, let's try to look at people around us. Let's not only look at this is my child, this is my brother's son, I must only support such a person. No, we have some community members, we have other parents that are not that. So we cannot only blame the parents for that. Lastly, we have three words: choice, voice, and power. Most of these girls, do they have the choices to do some of these things? Do they have the choice that this is not what I want? Do they have the voice? Now they're talking about participation of young girls in the decision-making process. Are there issues being had? This is a policy issue. And in this policy issue, are there issues? Are they being consulted on some of these policy issues? That is where the leaders come in. That is where the leaders need to start consulting these young girls. That is where the leaders need to understand that women have the right to say some of the things, not only the leaders to decide and say, we are going to do this for you, we are going to do this for you, and point out some of these things. It's high time the voices of these young girls, their power, their choice, this is what I want, not that this is what the community wants from me, or this is what the leaders want from me. Ladies and gentlemen, I beg to stop here, and thank you very much for listening.
Thank you very much. I see we have many engaged amidst us, so maybe during lunch you can engage more with the personnel and see where best we can also engage our boys and please, yes.
Thank you so much. I'm very honored to be able to say something for two reasons. One, I was once a girl, and during my times when I was growing up, the same challenges were present, but the way the approaches, the way we were brought up, the way our issues were being handled were a bit different. In some circles, we are referred to as the PO box, the children who were born in the 60s. And these ones who are born after us, the .com. And perhaps the environment which we are working in is not very well understood. There is some transition that has taken place in society. And with it, many challenges have come on board. My name is Lydia Alenyo. I work with UNHCR Child Protection. As child protection practitioners, our mandate is to prevent and respond to any abuse, neglect, exploitation, or violence against children. What happened then in those years is happening now. But one thing we should appreciate is that the government of Uganda has developed very beautiful policies. Okay, we have the laws, the frameworks, and the enforcement. The implementation is the problem. So we have the protection of children at heart at the international level, at the national level, but the question is, do we have it on the ground? When these children were speaking, they brought out
very important issues. And for me, I was looking at it in this way. As each of them spoke, they spoke about children as individual children themselves. Some of them testified that, and as you saw them speak, they are aware of their rights. Some of them are aware of their rights, they are aware also of their obligations. So they brought it out at the individual level as children. The power of knowledge in these children has been exhibited here. And that's why they're able to advocate for what belongs to them in front of the different entities. The second aspect they brought out very clearly was the family institution. She mentioned it, where problems are, and poor parenting is presenting as one of the biggest problems in the family. You have their time. Can they have quality time? They want to hear from parents, the advice. Then the other was the religious institution, which is known for moral uprightness. What is happening in the religious institutions? What has to change? We are moving from one setting to another. And then they also the judicial institutions, the law enforcement. Already Afanda has talked about it. But as we were in the group, we also touched on community policing. What is happening? It is also about capacity and resources. The willingness is there, the knowledge is there to reach out to communities, but there's a lot of incapacitation there. Then the legal institutions with legal education, communities, and the cultural institutions, as you have heard. For me, the cultural institutions have a big role to play, but the approach in which the children should be handled should also be looked at in the context, the modern context. Children are exposed to so many things, there's a lot of influence out there, so we should also be able to learn what is it that is impacting on our children and how can we address it in a manner that is child-friendly. And then the educational institutions. So it's all about all these institutions. And then, of course, they mentioned the partnerships. All these actors here, if you look at their motives, their visions, their missions, very good things they're doing on ground. And then lastly, the media. But I see that this is something that has to be done collectively. The cultural institutions cannot do it alone. The religious institutions cannot do it alone. So there's either need of networking, linkages, coming together to address the issue of child marriage and teenage pregnancy within every institution. In our sphere, we don't work alone as child protection. We work with GBV, we work with education, we work, it's a whole network. Because the problems we are facing are emerging, there are new problems, and we have to come up with new dimensions on how to handle them. So I want to thank the children because for me, they made me understand that they understand where the issues are. And the recommendations were very clear. If we look at them, the way I have tried to project them, we all have roles to play wherever we fall. Thank you so much, and thank you, our honorable future generation. You did very well. Thank you.
We have some guests coming, and I just would like to recognize them for the great work they do in relation to child protection. We have in our midst SP and the chair. I still come. SP and the chair is our regional police person.
Thank you very much. I am Superintendent of Police, here Josephine, police spokesperson, West Nile region, and one person who has really been doing a lot of activities in ensuring that the rights of our dogs, women should be protected, they should be empowered, so that we also have women leaders in the society. Because when we take girls, when we get women, when we protect them, we should have contributed to the development of the nation. Because these are the backbones of the nation. So I'm really grateful about that. And always in the way we have been discussing, interacting in workshops, we have seen that many of these issues of child marriage, teenage pregnancies, women issues, they come from poor parenting. Poor parenting is the first role, the first cause of these problems. Before these children go to school, before the matter goes to police, parents, what have you done? Right from the time when the child was born, when the child was in school going age, what did you do in order to nurture this child? All of us, we went through hands of parents who made sure, some of us who came to this level, we came to this level because our parents were very strict and they were ever guiding, nurturing, constantly advising us. That's why from village environment, we were able to study, we were able to finish our primary schools successfully, we were able to go to secondary schools, yet the parents were not very rich. They were not even highly educated, but they really valued education, they valued the rights of their children, they did not give time for other factors to educate their children. That's why they nurtured, they protected until when we reached a certain level. By the time now we met the society, we went into the world, parents had already done their roles. We were already